During the third millennia, in a strange place known as the United States of America, a war was brewing. Brainwashed Marxist idiots in colleges across the nation clashed with equally brainwashed, anime-obsessed neo-Nazis. Starbucks windows were shattered, Dodge Challengers were totaled, and Muslims realized that rental vans were cheaper than plane tickets. Skinny, anemic millennials from coast to coast were hospitalized with life-changing injuries such as sprains and first-degree burns. And the heroic knights of 4chan rose up to defeat Shia LaBeouf and drive the evil villain into a descent towards a madness the likes from which he would never recover. As the enemies of freedom destroy the cities that raised them, as America begins to resemble an Iron Maiden album come to life, two heroes have risen up to fight against the culture of utter madness and restore sanity the only way they know how, by refusing to take any of it seriously. Mersh.
And I said, hey, oi, let's chop your penis off. Oi, can I have me penis back? Why do you have dreadlocks, you white oppressor?
Royce Lopez.
Always be aborting. always be aborting. Always be aborting.
Breaking news.
Breaking news, guys.
You're hearing it only on our show first. Apparently Donald Trump has worked out a deal. He will get the wall. Unfortunately, it's going to be a rock climbing wall.
Oh, no! The other side's going to be a slide. You climb the wall up and you just
lands into a nice, clean, chlorinated pool. And then you immediately get a welfare check. Fucking A.
Oh, shit. He was a boy, he went to girl, now he wants to be a boy again.
Oh, God, just stay a girl if you're going to be this indecisive.
I think Caitlyn Jenner's a handsome woman with a great penis. Look, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with trannies. I just don't want to put that one's cock in my mouth.
Bound forever by their mutual love of smoking marijuana, Simpsons references and affection towards Alex Jones, these two men have joined forces to bring you uncut news and opinions directly from the belly of the beast. Saving Western civilization one childish dick joke at a time, here they are, your new heroes of the Imperium, Mersh and Royce Lopez.
Better late than ever, you sons of bitches. Hi, welcome aboard, guys. It's Revenge of the Sis coming in just a few minutes late there. We're having some technical issues. Guys, please like, subscribe, share this feed since we had that little hiccup. Welcome aboard to the Media Jihad.
I like it.
I
like it.
Just came up with that today. Please rate us 5 stars on iTunes and also on Facebook. And, spread the word and all that good shit.
Sorry about that. We had a fucking pan. I don't know what maybe OBS needs to be updated. I don't know what the fuck's going on. But hopefully it'll keep working through the rest of the show. I was getting a bunch of drop frame rates. It was being really, really bad.
When in doubt, just blame the Chosenites.
Yes.
That's what I say.
It's a good idea. And for all the people that come in late, I guess they're happy because they get to hear the beginning of the show.
Yeah, but we're not going to make a habit of it, all right? We're not Nick Fuentes.
Yeah,
We're
seriously.
not going to show up 20 minutes late to every show, picking our noses.
So West Hollywood passes resolution to remove Trump's Hollywood Walk of Fame star.
Good, I don't want it there anyway. The neighborhood's terrible.
The West Hollywood City Council has passed a resolution to remove Hollywood's Walk of Fame star, according to the city's mayor.
Oh, no. Whatever is the president going to do? I don't have a bunch of beaners in snakeskin boots stepping on my name. What a tragedy. We'll hang it up in the White House where only dignified people can see it.
West Hollywood City Council unanimously passed a resolution asking the Hollywood Chambers of Commerce. Now, they have to. Hollywood Chamber of Commerce has to do it.
You understand, like, what levels of petty this is? Like, this isn't going to... You don't win anything, right? You're not like, whoa, we showed them, man. Like, you just look like children. You look like somebody who like is keeping a picture of them and an old boyfriend up but you carved the old boyfriend's face out of the photograph.
Because I still look good in it.
Get rid of the photo. You fucking deranged bitch. Just so I can get rid of the whole thing.
West Hollywood City Council unanimously passed a resolution asking for the Hollywood Chambers of Commerce to remove Donald Trump's star at the Hollywood Walk of Fame. West Hollywood Mayor John Duran tweeted Monday night. Trump's star has taken a beating since he began his run for president on July 25th. A man turned the star into rubble. He later turned himself into the police. A month before the 2016 election, it was similarly destroyed with a pickaxe, as shown here. The incident, according to the vandal, was done in response to in which Trump made vulgar comments about women.
And let's keep in mind that they destroyed Donald Trump's star and left Kevin Spacey's star right next to it.
Right
pristine.
next to it. Kevin Spacey's star is fine, and it's there.
Like, even when you guys try to make a statement, you make the most retarded statements.
It really is. It really is. It's hilarious to me.
Didn't even touch Kevin Spacey. Like, I would have destroyed both.
Yeah,
at
at least
like cover my bases.
that way you don't look like an idiot.
Yeah.
By the way, Kevin Spacey has pretty much admitted to molesting 14-year-olds. Like,
Yeah, but you know he's also a gay guy.
oh, so then
So
wait.
take that, bigot.
Wait a second.
Hey, we're not talking about Kevin Spacey here. Okay, we're talking about Donald Trump.
But it's related, considering a star is right.
Don't
next.
worry, Kev dog. I got your back.
I bet you want you to get his back. In a statement,
I doubt it. I'm not his type.
I was watching a Family Guy, like, I don't know, was it 2 years ago? I was an old one. I put it on sometimes, and it was great. He goes, yeah, it's like Diana Kaiser Sose. Oh, Kevin Spacey was gay the whole time.
But yeah, I'm definitely not Kevin Spacey's type. He likes to pull his dick out on bewildered, terrified 19-year-old twinks. He pulls his dick out on me. I'll be like, nigga, why are you pulling your dick out right now? Fuck is wrong with you?
If you don't let him fuck your mouth, he will make you pay for
You
dinner.
don't put that shit away, I'm going to fuck you up, and you're still going to pay for this dinner. How you like them apples? All right. It'd be the first time Kevin Spacey's just writing a check. I'm pissed off.
Yeah, then he's going to be rock hard because he's never been talked to that way, though.
Fucking write that check, nigga. I'm not fucking touching your dick. All right.
And that's how I met my future husband, Mike Sheely.
And that's how I got a starring role on House of Cards. You know what? He wouldn't fuck me, but I like the cut of this guy's chip.
Yeah.
Doesn't take no guff.
In a statement issued on behalf of the Hollywood Chambers of Commerce, President and CEO LaRon Gubler previously confirmed to EW that his organization is working with the police in regards to his felony and intends to prosecute to the full extent of the law. A course of action, he says, that is something the new chambers would do for any Walk of Fame star that was vandalized. After the most recent incident, the Hollywood Historic Trust has planned to restore Trump's star immediately, but said it will require several days of seasoning before it's polished. Again, I like what you said, Mike. They pick the worst way to make a statement because normies, normies are what win elections. We agree, right?
Yeah, who cares? They don't care.
No, I know, exactly. But do you understand that it's going to be one of those, like, isn't this the guy that was fucking 14-year-olds, but Donald Trump's the problem?
Look, let him.
Bill Cosby's star's still there, too.
Give him his star back. Mm-hmm. It is funny that Cosby still got his.
Yeah, and he's convicted now.
Give Trump his star back. And let him put it. And also, by the way, Cosby had all of his other honors revoked.
All of them.
Everything. The honorary degrees, the academy spots, all gone. Everything.
It's just been revoked.
I don't know why that fucked me up. Yeah, but I think they should give it back to Trump. And I think that it either needs to be placed in the center of the presidential helipad.
Oh, I love that. I love that.
Or in the floor of the Oval Office, or one of the hallways that's more of a tile anyway.
Frame it and put it next to the picture. You know, they have the picture of George Washington in the Oval, right next to it.
And ask him if he can have Ronald Reagan's back, too. I would also like Ronald Reagan's to be adorned on the floor next to mine.
Yes.
For a special category of Hollywood stars who have become presidents. A very elite group of two people. Hope everybody's very happy about that. But have fun in Los Angeles, please. By all means.
It's funny. My parents are in New York, and they went to the Trump Tower. They said that place is more filled than Disney World. The store, the Trump Tower store. A lot of foreign people love Donald Trump. Like legit, like They were.
They love Donald Trump. They love George Bush too.
Yeah.
They like symbols of colonial power. They like it.
You're right. Well, that's a good point. So yeah, I mean, there's
You're just self-hating whites. That's what it is. You are self-hating white people who are like, yeah, colonialism, man, American man, Nazis, man. People around the world are like, yes, please, spice trade.
reopen up the actual Silk Roads. Mike, your favorite publication, Teen Vogue.
When did I ever indicate in any way that was my favorite publication?
You told me once, off air. You know who has really good writers that are fair? Teen Vogue.
No. I said Daily Stormer.
Oh! I'm sorry. Hold on.
I always get those two mixed up. It's very
very
easy.
similar.
Very easy to conflate Teen Vogue and the Daily Stormer, but
Yeah.
but I get your confusion.
Yeah, this is how you could tell. One of them should be off the internet, and the other's a Daily Stormer. Lady parts, Justice League fights anti-abortion stigma with humor. Yes, abortions can be funny. Now, I'm going to agree with you, Teen Vogue. Abortion jokes can be very funny.
Hilarious.
However, again, I love the rules though. The rules that what are the rules? The rules that they have. Abortion jokes can be funny. Fair point. You know what else could be funny? Tranny jokes. You know what else can be funny? Racist jokes.
Very funny.
You know what's gonna be funny? Rape jokes. So I'm getting like you, Mike, where I'm down to bargain with them. I'll tell you what. Have all the abortion jokes you want. Give me back my tranny jokes.
Give me back my Auschwitz jokes. Give me back my watermelon and chicken jokes.
I want those back.
I want those back.
Okay? And by the way, we didn't say what race it was. He's talking about Nords. Love watermelon and chicken.
Yeah, they do. They love, dude. People from Finland.
Oof. Love them.
Get down on that fucking. They get down on that watermelon like a fucking. Not gonna do it.
Those Finnish people don't even have good credit either. In this op-ed,
See, now a few years ago, the twist would have been, yeah, they get down on that watermelon like an N-word, and it would have been a very funny laugh. And we're all like, oh, you avoided saying it, and then you said it anyway. But we can't do that anymore.
we can't. We have to just say N-word. And they're going to take N-word away from us. Like, not the N-word, but saying N-word will be taken away from us next. Watch. I'm telling you, that will be next.
It's going to be really hard when you got people going, you can't say that N-word, and half of white America's like, man, fuck you, nigga.
Yeah.
Fucking tell me what to do, bro.
Yeah, man. I think it's it's really, really funny the way they could make fun of a dead baby, which is fine. You should be able to, but you can make fun of fucking a baby too. But you can't make fun of a trans woman. In this op-ed,
What about a trans baby?
that is the saddest thing I've ever heard. That is just how sad is that?
What? It's coming.
I know, but it makes
coming.
me sad. In this op-ed, Slogan Azora explains how. What?
Slogan?
Yeah.
Can you get a real name?
No, that's the real name. Slogan Azora.
It's not a real name.
That's how it's spelled. Explains how the Lady Parts Justice League. Oh my God, that is the worst DC comic.
It really is. Well, you put lady on the cover of any comic, and it's not good.
In front of anything, and it's not good.
None of you were Wonder Woman. Stop it.
How about Lady Comedian? No?
Oh, that would be terrible. Could you imagine the lady comedian Avengers? It's like Amy Schumer and Kathy Griffin, Michelle Wolf, and Samantha Bee.
But
and
here's
they
the
come
thing.
together and they fight.
All of their powers are the same thing. They make you want to kill yourself.
This amazing power of making people not buy comic books.
And by the way, if they do the movie, they'll get more attractive people to play the ugly counterparts. Lady,
It's not going to be hard to find.
that's a good. Literally anybody.
Find me any shrunken head that's better looking than Michelle Wolf.
Any shrunken head?
Yes, as long as it's not her.
But you don't like her voice at least? It's a good
She's
voice.
the fucking worst. Like, at least, Fran Drescher had a horrible voice, but at least you wanted to give her a good dick.
Because she was hot, yeah.
Yeah, but this broad, it's like... oof.
Our minivan was heard before it was seen at 7:30 a.m. A group brightly dressed feminists rolled up to the Sterling Heights location of Northland Family Planning Clinic.
Oh, God, it's a female writer, right?
Yeah. How could you not tell it's a female? I already said her name is slogan.
I know. These bitches include so many irrelevant facts and stories. I hate it. I hate that they pull up to the building and they describe the color of the building. Like, every bitch who took one creative writing class is just writing now as a journalist. It's horrendous.
Sterling Heights location of Northern Family Planning Clinic, an independent abortion clinic in Michigan. Our packed minivan blared Beyonce.
You see what I mean? Another irrelevant fact. Look, ladies, I know that when you write, you're trying to paint a picture, right? But the problem is...
You're terrible.
Is it women or... Yeah, no, but they are. You're terrible. You are terrible at everything. Stop. Stop writing. You remember in fucking high school when every girl you dated, like, was trying to write poetry? Like, I wrote a poem, and you'd be like, God damn it, here we go with this. You're not good writers. Please stop. None of you are Hunter S. Thompson. You're not Hemingway. You're not this fucking...
I wish there were Hunter S. Thompson so it would end the same way.
No, because he lived way too long before he ended it.
Yeah,
ladies, please, please, please stop. Stop. It hurts. It hurts to read women, like articles written by women. It hurts. So whatever Beyonce was playing in their PT Cruiser.
Minivan.
Whatever, same thing.
It's like spit sizzling on a hot summer sidewalk.
It doesn't really say
No,
that. I was going to throw
I said that.
Royce was about to I was going to throw this hot coffee in his fucking face out of anger.
Tell me, though, it fooled you because you did seem like something that would say. Our minivan blared Beyonce to overpower the chants from the stunned anti-abortion protesters and energize enthusiastic clinic staff. Kill that baby! Kill that baby! The next 8 hours were spent painting fences, counter-protesting the antis, and getting to know the team of abortion providers and escorts. The sun was... Oh, I was kidding. The sun was unforgiving.
Guys, again.
I was joking with this hot summer sidewalk. I haven't read this whole thing yet. I'm not lying, guys. Being honest
Listen,
here.
I want to... this isn't even a joke anymore, okay? I know we have a lot of laughs on the show. This is Ken Fresno. I'm the actor.
Oh, boy.
On Revenge of the Sis. If you're a young lady and you're watching this program right now, if you're a young woman and you're looking to venture into the field of like writing or journalism or anything creative in that regard, don't. Just stop it. You're not going to be good at it. You're going to be terrible at it. You're going to go get an education for it, and you're going to take up a seat that a man could be sitting in. And men are better writers. They just are. They're inherently funnier, better writers, and they're better at painting a picture than you are, both literally and in terms of crafting words and stories. Stop it. Just stop. Don't do it. You're a woman. You're not good at this. I hope this helps.
The sun was unforgiving, and the protesters unrelentingly dogmatic, and we performed at max energy and passion. We are Lady Parts Justice League.
No, goodbye. I'm done. I'm quitting doing shows. I'm quitting talk shows. I can't do this anymore. You know what? You win. You win, Left. I don't want to fight you anymore.
For the uninitiated, Lady Parts Justice Leagues is a grassroots, comedy-driven, pro-abortion organization founded by...
Sounds like a barrel of laughs.
Founded by comedian and activist.
We're a comedy group that's pro baby killing. We're a fucking just a barrel of fucking punchlines.
Starring Casey Anthony. Comedy-driven pro-abortion organization founded by a comedian and activist. Liz.
No, by the way, let's stop. with that too. You get to be one now. You get to be one.
You haven't heard the best part yet.
You get to no. Before we even get to that, you get to be an activist, or you get to be a comedian. Once in a while, once in a generation, somebody transcends both those things. It's probably not you right now. If any of you open micers, anybody's watching this, you're probably not Pryor or Carlin or Lenny Bruce. You're not that. So you're either a comedian or an activist. And I've seen a lot of your material. I'm willing to bet most of you are activists.
Pro-abortion organization founded by comedian activist Liz Weinstead.
Every single fucking time.
In 2015. They are a group of comedians and performers who use their art to raise awareness about the erosion of reproductive rights. Consequently, their style of comedy varies from staging counter-protests at fake abortion clinics to protesting online memes about harmful legislation in the United States. As their first intern in 2017, I was slightly hesitant to fully accept the Lady Parts Justice League mantra that comedy could be an effective or even useful tool in abortion policies. Even as a comedian, I was unsure that bridging the two, especially for seemingly emotional topics like abortion, was a recipe for success. She's a comedian, too. Everyone's a comedian.
I want to point out, Rick Garrett put this very eloquently in the chat. Can you really call yourself an activist if it's a cause that's already supported, more so when it has support from the government?
That's a good point.
Like everybody, like you guys, the left has schools, unions, the media. You have everybody in your corner. And you guys are like, we're fighting the system, man. Like, what system? Nigga, we're fighting the system every goddamn day. Alex Jones is back to fighting the system.
Last summer marked the group's first. Mike, I'm going to apologize in advance for what I'm about to read, okay? So just want you to maintain cool. Take a sip of coffee. Don't throw it in my face. Put it down. I'm not going to do it. I won't do it. I'm not writing this. Okay. Last year marked the group's first.
That's it. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Last year marks the first Vagical Mystery Tour.
I don't want to do this anymore.
In which they spent 2 months traveling to 16.
This depresses. Like this makes me sad. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be sad. I don't want to do this show and be sad. You know, like, I want to be able to laugh and shit. You know, there's like, there's some things like you make me mad and I'm funny. You do it like this makes me fucking like. People spent money for that. Like women, again, women, ladies, stay the fuck in the house. Okay, watch your fucking Desperate Housewives and your Big Brothers and you whatever you watch. Okay, stop. If you got to run to Publix for tendies or some fucking because your husband ran out of Diet Coke or Yinglings, I get it. But please stop with your vaginal mystery tours and your whatever the fucks. Nobody cares. You know what? I hope your reproductive rights are taken from you. You've deserved this.
Mob Tech in the chat says, "Oops, I just dropped this fetus." Laugh track. See?
Hey, I think the doctor left vacuum parts up in my lady vagina. Look.
That was a good one. You got them going. Them going.
Look, man. Ladies. Even when you're not activists, right? Like, I've seen a few women that genuinely go, like, I'm going to do comedy, you know? And I've seen women work at it. It's usually old women too. You know, it's like you'll notice this too. A lot of open mics. If you're ever looking for like incels, if you're ever looking for some like old easy pussy, go to like an open mic. Because every woman.
I thought you were gonna say go to an abortion clinic.
Every woman. Well, that too. Well, no, that's a hard one because they're usually not in the mood.
That's a tough one,
It's
man.
a tough sell in an abortion clinic. Like, you're way easier getting laid in, like, a laundromat or grocery store. When they're coming out all emotionally fucking ravaged from having an abortion, it's a bad time.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was another joke.
Listen, ladies. And again, you'll see them. You'll see a lot of women at open mics nowadays, like in their late 30s, early 40s. They're not really cute anymore. They're not even passable. You know what I mean? Because like young fatty, I'll still get it. But now they're at that stage where they need something else. So they start doing comedy. I swear to God, I've seen this a million times across the country. It's like a confidence booster to help them. But then there's younger women that do it, and they get into it, and they really want to just be good at comedy. You're not. You never will be. It's like women trying to do comedy, especially when they're older already. It's like if I just said, "Hey, I'm gonna go try out for the Orlando Magic."
Or if you wanted to become a lumberjack at this, like it's almost 40, be like, I'm going to be a lumberjack.
I'm going to get into computer programming. You're 35, you asshole. You're going to be an irrelevant douche. Look, you're not good at it. Stop. Just stop. And like, honestly, women, you also, when you go to open mics, you fucking ruin those open mics. Do you know how many open mics that we used to go to where they were like secret open mics and you like literally weren't allowed to tell like a certain tier of open micer about it, or women, and women were in that tier, like brand new people or people that just got a divorce, like a divorced cop that's like, I'm gonna try out comedy. We didn't tell them about certain mics, so we had certain open mics.
So Club Soda Kenny wasn't invited?
In the back room of like cigar shops on Long Island that we didn't tell anybody about because we wanted to smoke cigars and laugh. So we were going like, get some of the good ones around. Don't tell anybody about this mic. We'd set up a PA back there and we'd drink vodka and we'd laugh. As soon as you get like, you list one on like gigglechicks.com, list your open mic, forget it.
What's Giggle Chicks? Is that real?
I don't know if Giggle Chicks is...
It sounds real.
If it's still around. It was around back in like 2007, 2010 era. But it was a website where like the Giggle Chicks...
I got it.
And they would write about comedy in their own sassy, inimitable way. And but the Giggle Chicks also, like a lot of wannabe female comics started going to the Giggle Chicks website. The Giggle Chicks started listing open mics across the country, and they kept like an updated Craigslist type listing of open mics throughout the country. And guess who the fuck started showing up to all these open mics?
Giggle Chicks? Were they funny?
All I'm saying is, women, stop doing comedy and like golf. Like, there's some certain things in life that us guys just do. We don't want to hear. We don't even. Do you understand? There are certain social things we do. We don't even want female bartenders for them. Am I right?
Or like girl who shows up who knows way too much about football when you're trying to talk to you. Super football freak girl is the same tier.
Like if Royce and I were going to go, like, let's have a Super Bowl party for the fans. We're going to get all the fans, meet them in one city. We're going to drop a couple grand on a fucking big party.
Yeah.
We would probably not hire female bartenders.
No.
Or like, again, no offense, but it's just like a vibe. You know what I mean? Like, you want to be able to tell faggot jokes. And,
of course.
And gas chamber jokes. And abortion jokes. Because guess what? You're fighting like that. Oh, we want to make abortion jokes. But if I make an abortion joke, you're going to have a fucking meltdown and go on to, I had an abortion once. I don't find it funny unless I tell the joke.
I was told by my comic friends that the best tables are usually the bachelorette parties.
I'll fucking kill you.
Was I wrong?
Right now.
Are they not good tables?
Oh.
You don't like them going, oh my God, make fun of Susan!
I don't know if you know this, guys, if you're listening out there. I don't know if I'm going to teach you a little something about women. Not always, but generally speaking, in most cases, women have this tendency to, make literally everything going on about them. So imagine you got a group of women, and one of them's getting married, and is never going to be going out getting wild with the girls again. And then the other ones are probably never going to get married. So they're just drunk, fat, miserable fatties. Now imagine a whole table of women getting plied with alcohol and having the idea reinforced that this entire night is about them.
Yeah.
And then put them in a comedy club. And then let's say you call one of them a fat-titted cunt, or tell one of them, or point out that which one in the group is obviously never going to get married. Something really mean, you know. And people want refunds.
Or the only warm thing they could sleep next to is cat hair.
They'll throw their tiara at you. Trust me, I've seen it all, dude. And I've never been nice to a bachelorette party ever. Like the other comics would be like, "Well, I'll try to win them over," and I'd go up there and be like, "Which one of you fucking fat-titted cows is the fucking lucky winner?" So what's up? Well, when you get married, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna throw a bag of cat food over your shoulder? Are you friends? It's the next one to catch it, fucking probably still gonna die alone. Nice divorce rate, stupid. And then they get mad.
Well, look, back to the abortion.
He's probably black.
Back in. You look like you have good credit. Is your boyfriend black? Last summer marked the first group's vaginal mystery tour, in which they spent 2 months traveling to 16 different U.S. states and have limited abortion access.
You see what I mean? This whole thing. This makes me mad that they get to just travel around.
Telling abortion jokes. They're funny. Backed by popular demand this summer, they're in the midst of the second full tour. Beyond their hilarious feminist comedy shows, there's no such thing as hilarious feminist comedy. By the way, just be clear. Being very clear, there's no such thing as hilarious feminist comedy.
There's no such thing as a hilarious feminist. There's no such thing as feminist comedy. Hilarious comedy works.
Right. An important feature of the lady parts of Justice League's work on the road in their engagement with independent clinics. On each stop of the tour, they reserve a few days, in their words, make shit happen. They offer services as volunteers and allies for whatever clinic needs to be given the moment. And sometimes this takes the form of performing manual labor for the clinic, recruiting and organizing volunteers, escorting or staging counter-protests, or just listening and learning from people in the front lines of abortion politics.
We need more abortion soldiers fighting on the front line. Look, I've been saying it for years. If there's one thing we don't have enough of, it's dead babies in this country. And if we don't start ramping up our dead baby production, China's going to outpace us. You don't want China being number one at anything. Trump even said that. We will be number one at everything, including dead baby production. We got to get it up at least 17% over 3 years, or we're screwed.
I think I found a video.
White babies, preferably.
I think I found a video.
Oh, great.
I found a video, the Vaginal Mystery Tour, whatever the fuck it's
No,
called.
what?
Here it is.
Each summer, the Lady Parts Justice League gathers our favorite performers and we hit the road.
Some great camera work.
We're comics and writers and performers and activists who decided that...
And by the way, somebody did point out in the chat, and it is correct, Liz Winstead was one of the people who created The Daily Show.
Oh, really?
She was one of the original. I think she was there with Craig Kilborn.
Got it.
And then got Jon Stewart. And then, yeah, like Liz Winstead's been around the block.
The Lady Parts Justice League gathers our favorite performers and we hit the road.
We're comics and writers and performers and activists.
I mean, I get it. Like, look, I guess as women, maybe you find this shit funny, and that's cute. And you can have your little get-togethers and shit. But just... like, stop pretending like this is good. It's not good.
It's not.
And everybody who used to be funny isn't funny anymore. Everyone's lost their edge. Everybody chose activist over comedian. Have you seen Jim Jeffries lately? He's
oh my God. He used to, by the way, Jim Jeffries, very funny dude.
He's one of the funniest guys at the time going.
But he has turned into full-blown activist now.
What happened?
One of his stories was just about how he did coke with somebody else, and he didn't want to get blamed for rape. It was really funny shit, and now it's virtue signaling, man.
That we wanted to do something about this assault that's happening on reproductive rights and health.
Oh my God!
My God!
Look at this fucking lineup of winners.
Look.
This is what Scott Weiland would look like if he was still alive.
This is LGBT the person.
No, Bob Dylan looks great though for his age.
Yeah, he does. That's true.
We travel around the country.
Look at Mike. Look at this killer's row, huh?
This is one of those ones where your buddy turns to you and you're like, "Yeah, I'm gonna get with the one over there," and you just go, "That's cool. I'm gonna go home.
I'm gonna go to sleep."
I would recommend you do the same.
Yeah.
As your friend, but I'm also a man and you're a man, and I'm not going to tell you what to do. But if I were you, I would order an Uber, right? I'd feel a lot better if I watched you order an Uber as I order.
I'll
my
wait.
Uber.
I'll wait till
We'll
you
share
leave.
an Uber.
Yeah.
Get in the Uber with me. You have a friend who's annihilated. Like, I'm gonna fuck the one on the right. She looks all right. You're like, just don't go with them at all.
Literally anyone else.
in a van, and we do shows like this.
Whoa, go back. Look at those seats. Look.
Oh, no,
yeah.
there's no one there.
Red hot performance.
Woo!
There's nobody on stage, so to be fair, maybe they're seating people.
You're
but
right,
Still,
you're right.
that's not
great.
doesn't look like a red hot crowd.
Okay.
This looks terrible. The music's terrible.
Why is a man there? Why is even Ian Harvey there?
Who is Ian Harvey? Let's find out.
Let's find out who Ian
We're
Harvey
looking at
is.
this Ian Harvey guy. What a fucking cuck.
And after the show, we usually have a conversation with an abortion provider.
Why?
Because we all need abortions afterwards.
Why? Okay, well, that's fair.
Abortion provider and activists who work on the ground.
We did a little comedy show last night as a fundraiser, which was really awesome. And then today, during the time that the patients are being
Ew.
What's up with Ian Harvey?
You want to know some of the people Ian Harvey likes to retweet?
Who?
Sean King, Michael Avenatti, Stormy Daniels' lawyer, Dan Rather. Remember Dan Rather? Remember horrendously disgraced fake news journalist Dan Rather, who still has a check mark? Remember when he lied about Bush's war record?
Yes, I remember.
Remember when he faked documents? Remember
I do.
that?
Yeah. So he's retweeting him?
Yeah, so Ian Harvey has, I guess, a CISO special, or did when CISO was
A thing?
a thing. I think Ian Harvey is the reason why it's not a thing anymore.
Well,
Central, the 90s show. Was Larry Wilmore?
Do you know what the
vocal
name of
control
his
the board?
special
And
was?
People Choice
What?
Award-winning TV.
May the best cuck win. So he embraces it. He's one of those.
I have him performing at the LA Trans Pride.
Bet he's good.
You want to hear it?
Yeah, let's hear Jamie Kilstein 2.0.
Everybody, happy Pride! Happy Trans Pride!
Oh, boy.
Okay. Everyone calm down.
So he's a fagula, right?
Hey, you said famous wrong.
This is my first Trans Pride in LA. I'm always in Maine this time of year, and I happen to be here this year, and thank
He did a TED Talks, by the way. I'm not going to play it because TED Talks does pop people for playing their shit. But he also did a TED Talks.
Oh, did he? Oh, I know this guy. Yeah, this is High Pitch Mike from Howard Stern.
No. That's
He
a different
worked
guy.
for the
no.
news department.
Different guy.
The gay guy used to go to Disney.
No.
It's not High Pitch Mike?
No.
you for having me. It's what a great fucking celebration.
Wow, he really does sound like him, doesn't he?
It does sound like High Pitch Mike.
So yeah, I'm trans. You guys are like, no shit.
Is he trans?
And there it is.
Did he used to be a woman? No, seriously, can you look that up?
Ian Harvey is a trans man.
Oh, that's why he was there.
It's not really a dude. Good
now
job.
we figured it out.
You
We're
know-
piecing it together, folks.
Good job. You're indistinguishable from a soy boy. So
Yeah.
good work there.
Good job, yeah.
Yeah, tranny.
That's why the
By the way, they don't. You know what's funny about Wikipedia? And I don't know if you guys noticed this trend, but on Wikipedia, they will not acknowledge somebody's past life. They're clearing up articles.
Oh,
now.
yeah.
So it's just whatever identity you choose to be.
Have you seen Caitlyn Jenner's?
No way. They didn't wipe out Bruce Jenner's past, right?
Well, no. His past is there, but now it's referred to as she won the medals.
But she didn't win in the men's
she
fucking
won
500 meters.
She won. Look,
She's the
Caitlyn
fucking-
Jenner won.
So she won in the men's
Yes.
400 meter
Yes.
and the decathlon.
Yes. Why?
She's a really good runner, man. Beat all those men.
This is such a nice audience because I don't have to
What
explain
a
a lot of
fucking!
shit.
I know this is a hack old argument to make, but is that not one of the most heartbreaking
It is.
situations that like the trans community destroyed? Like Bruce Jenner was a good-looking peak male in the 70s, dude. He was like the dude. Runner's World, like you chiseled jaw, you know what I mean? Long blonde hair. And he's just running people over in a dress now? What happened to him?
Tom Bell says she won the medals. Okay?
Okay, sure. Except she was a he then. So
By the way, that's why the first video of Ian Harvey is him talking about taking testosterone. Makes sense now because seriously, that's one of the first videos when you type his name, and that's because he is she. That's a woman with a beard, folks.
Oh my God. I just looked up what Ian Harvey looked like before the transition, and it's a very obscure reference, but
Send it to me. I want to see.
Ian Harvey looks like a YouTuber, a 14-year-old YouTuber named Elixir.
Send it to me on Facebook.
I
need to see what Ian Harvey looked like before.
This bitch looks like Elixir from YouTube. You guys might have to look up Elixir, but it's the same person. It's literally the same person.
Did you send it to me?
Yeah, send it on Facebook.
I haven't got it yet. Oh, okay, I see it. Ah!
If you guys look up Elixir on YouTube, it's the kid who woke up Ice Poseidon every day for a week. Looks just like him though, just a goofy ass. Like this bitch looks like the kid from Stranger Things.
Yes, that's exactly what she looks like. Here you go.
You put a ball cap on that, it's the kid from Stranger Things.
Yep. Oh my God. Or now, like, the hair's grown out a bit. Wow. Yeesh. Maybe better as a dude, if we're being honest.
Yeah, if you look up Elixir though, it's the same kid.
Right back to Ian Harvey.
Usually when I say I'm trans in a regular comedy club, everybody's eyes just drop to this part of my body down.
Because you don't have a penis. It's because you don't have a penis. That's why everyone's eyes
Trying
drop.
to check to see if you have a penis.
But you don't. You don't have a penis.
Here, and everybody tries to figure out what the fuck's going on, and people get confused. They're like, "I don't. So, what do you have a dick? I don't understand. Do you have a dick?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it's just not on me right now."
Yeah, the main sexual organ you want, you can't have, so you have to buy one in a store.
I don't think that was the joke.
You're dead inside. It's just an empty life, huh? Walking around as a dude with a vagina.
It's back at the house. I'm a lazy packer, is what I'm saying.
So this is just open mic tier material?
It's good. What's your problem?
My problem is that years ago people got booked based on who they were friends with, who was in a business, who could help them out, this and that. Now you just get booked based on your politics. So, like, at least back then, when terrible people, like, for instance, when a terrible guy was on a card on the same show as me, and I'd go, why the fuck is so-and-so here tonight? And then, like, the booker would have to remind you, because so-and-so can get 80 college girls in here to pay $5 admission, so that nigga gets a feature spot. And you go, all right, like, people earn their spot, right. Or so-and-so can get us this venue in Spartanburg when it's not rented out, and that's kind of dope. So, like, people did things, and you'd go, we got to let this hack on. This one's just a girl with a man haircut and a goatee.
And a beard.
A bearded lady, basically.
Right.
And everybody's like, go, slay queen.
King.
I'm a super lazy packer. I can't be bothered. I don't know. It's weird. Like, you know what?
Look,
sometimes
like, I'm glad that Dave Harris lost weight, but
That's
the
not
point
Dave
is,
Harris.
Are you sure?
He has fingernails.
you like last minute if I think I'm going to an event or something and I feel like, I might throw a fucking sock in there, It's like, feeling
sure this isn't Dave Harris?
I'm sure.
We're not watching spank porn?
No, I don't think so. This is an hate speech
old
radio.
gross people from Long Island?
No.
Okay.
Throw a tube sock in there. Heading back to Maine, it's gonna be cold, throw a fucking wool sock in there, So, I love people that just get so curious. People after shows, if you do...
I would give anything. I'd give anything to be able to, let's say you worked at this venue and you go, look, man, we'll give you a discount on the venue, we'll hook you up, but we got an act that we're really trying to get, like this red hot trans act, and we'd like to let you give them a couple minutes on stage. They go, all right, cool, and you let them have an opening spot right after this guy gets off stage, comes up, Sam Hyde and drag.
I like that. That's a good idea.
stuff like this. People say the weirdest, most
He
like
could just go up there and say how he caught HIV from a North African migrant. He was letting live with him. Like, just let him go off on some weird fucking tangent.
All right, enough of this faggot. We will.
So I was rolling around in shit needles.
We'll go a little late to commercial since we had a late start, so we will do it. We'll do one more thing before the commercial.
No, we won't.
We're not.
You'll get nothing.
Nothing. You heard him, folks.
You fucks.
Just remember, I wanted to give you more. No. All right. So yesterday we talked about Portland.
Jennifer Hoff could get it.
She can. So can Dan Tilkin. Yesterday we talked about Portland and we played Hell's March as the police
Did their jobs.
disperse them. Well, now the police are in trouble.
An investigation is now underway into Portland police tactics after violent clashes on Portland streets between protesters and officers this past weekend. Anti-fascist groups turned out to demonstrate against a Patriot Prayer rally.
And now there are questions about whether police were showing bias in who they confronted. Portland police.
Here we go, right?
Yeah, they're showing bias to who they confronted.
Of course.
But wait till you see the...
By the way, this is the first time the cops have actually really gone against Antifa.
Yeah.
And now you're crying.
Wait till you see the white stormtrooper that's going to talk for the Portland Police Department, too. Wait till you see this.
In who they confronted. Portland Police Chief taking questions this afternoon, and our Lisa Balick was there.
Chisel jaw,
We go to her now
Nazi,
live.
fascist.
Lisa?
Well, this is the exact area.
All right, this bitch looks like... You know the chick from SNL, the ugly one that was... You know what I'm talking about? She was on the same time Tina Fey was.
Rachel Dratch.
That's... Tell me she doesn't look like her.
She does look like Rachel Dratch.
Like one of her characters.
That or a really good Sherry O'Terry character.
Oh, yeah.
Where they
that's it.
really put the makeup on her and made her ugly.
Where police and those who are protesting against Patriot Prayer clashed in the street. Now, 4 people were arrested, several people injured. Now there are accusations that police were trying to protect the Patriot Prayer group.
Because they had a permit and they were there to... Oh, my God.
You don't want to see the police chief? The Jack...
Oh, here's the Nazi stormtrooper
This is the Nazi
fascist.
stormtrooper fascist. This black lady.
Yeah, go on, Nazi.
Yeah, Nazi. What do you have to say?
I think it's ridiculous for any one person to think that I would favor someone who is supposedly associated or allows white supremacists to be a part of their group, just as it's...
Her last name's Outlaw?
Yeah, her name is Chief Danielle Outlaw. Look, at the time, it wasn't the best decision for her to become a cop.
So Portland's basically just a Fallout game, right, at this point?
Yes.
I'm just making sure, okay.
Yeah. Don't get any rat poisoning.
But it's like even the names. You're just like, this is...
Chief Daniel Outlaw,
this
Portland
is
Police
just
Chief.
future dystopian city, right?
Did you hear the Nazi, even though she's got thrown in there, though?
Or allows white supremacists to be a part of their group, just as it's ridiculous for me to favor anyone that intentionally comes to bring physical harm.
Portland Police Chief Danielle Outlaw says the focus for officers in riot gear was to keep the Patriot Prayer and anti-fascist groups physically apart Saturday. But at one point, after giving several warnings to disperse, calling it a civil disturbance, police moved in on the counter-protesters along southwest Columbia.
Because they were throwing bottles and rocks at them.
That's not what they say.
Flashbang grenades, rubber bullets. Several
that's
people
not
were...
what the people accused of throwing bottles and rocks are saying?
That's correct.
Well, you know, this might sound a little weird. Mob Tech in the chat rattles a bag of bottle caps. Funny. If I were to, let's say, throw rocks and bottles at a police officer, I'd probably be very adamant in telling you that I did not do such a thing.
So you'd lie.
Typically, yes, I wouldn't want people to know that I had, in fact, thrown a bottle at a police officer. See, because that's not very good. It's going to end very badly for you legally. Yes, very much so. And trust me when I tell you, I have been in scenarios where you police stuff down, and I've seen friends that have been charged with crimes. You do not get out of hitting a cop with something without a felony. They will find a way. If it's a Class E felony, they'll make sure you never own a gun again. They will not let you plead it to a misdemeanor. You can punch another protester in the face.
Oh, yeah, and you'll be fine.
And you'll get that knocked down. But you don't fucking even grab a cop, ever. Just, even if they're kicking the shit out of you, just get somebody to videotape it, get a good lawyer, and have your lawyer ruin their lives. But you don't.
Using flashbang grenades, rubber bullets, several people were injured, including some who say they were just trying to get out of the way on the sidewalk. Rocks and bottles were thrown at officers.
So they're trying to take her sign away because it looks like it's a stick, and I guarantee you're only seeing this perspective. What if she was hitting people with it? We don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and let's be honest. I've seen people on both sides do this. I've seen the alt-right do it, and I've seen Antifa do it. But this new trick of bringing a sign, bringing a really good fucking pole that it's on, I've seen that little trick too. That sign very quickly turns into a fucking bat.
Yep.
On the sidewalk, rocks and bottles were thrown at officers.
I love it.
You better run.
Protesters say that didn't happen until they were attacked by police. But the
protesters say that didn't happen until they were attacked by police. Now they're saying
until they were attacked by police.
So these cops
but
are
the
evil.
police chief says that's what caused officers to respond in the first place to the demonstrators.
But where's the accountability for the people that come with the intent to harm, destroy, and to tear things up, and to actually come and physically fight other people? And then we are called to break it up and say we don't want anything to happen. And if one side gets the shorter end of the stick for whatever reason, then we're accused of not protecting one side or the other.
She's not wrong.
She's not wrong. And again,
she is right.
Look, you say what you want about the right-wingers. We don't generally show up to stuff and start throwing shit at the cops.
Yeah.
We know we're under scrutiny. It's these disgusting savages. So, look, I've been saying it nonstop. You fucking idiots want to keep going to rallies. Stop going to rallies. Let them fight the state because they won't win.
Fascist protesters say they were definitely targeted, and the level of police violence against protesters could have left some dead.
Good. Now, I'm not going to preface it by saying anything else. Good.
Police saying that they were trying to keep the groups apart and that these tactics were to prevent a Charlottesville.
Okay, but listen, this brave person's not going to show her face. Say.
Prevent a Charlottesville are a very thin excuse at best because their attack on the left allowed the right to then take to the streets and wreak havoc and violence against counter-protesters.
Counter-protesters, again, we use that term. You're also a protester.
Communist.
You're communist. And you guys are the one that started the hitting people thing. Never forget that. You guys are the ones hitting people with bike locks and knocking them out and chasing people with fucking guns. That was you guys.
I recall Punch a Nazi being very popular.
Yeah, I remember people getting punched in the face.
I remember a lot of non-Nazis getting punched in the face, too.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, okay, you clipped a few Richard Spencers and a few Daniel Fergusons in the face, but you also clipped a lot of people that were not Nazis.
Assistant Police Chief Ryan Lee did say today the Bureau has now suspended the use of aerial distracting devices that were used on the crowd.
That's right. The police are going to give in.
They were which distraction devices?
Aerial distraction devices.
He did say today the Bureau has now suspended the use of aerial distracting devices that were used on the crowd. Now, once again, there is an investigation underway. They're looking at all the video, taking statements from all the officers involved, as well as those people who were injured. This will all then go to an independent police review. Meanwhile, Mayor Wheeler put out a statement today saying, quote, the goals of the police during the demonstrations was to keep the group separated and to protect lives, both of which they did. But again, this is just the beginning of an investigation.
There's no need to investigate it. You don't get to be investigated. They were throwing rocks and stuff. And by the way, let's play this like a court. Circumstantial evidence was who's the one every time we go to the rally is always saying cops and the Klan are the same. It's not the Patriots, by the way, who are a bunch of idiots. And also, did you notice the police? She said, "A Patriot prayer who's known to harbor Nazis." Get out of here. Fucking alt-right assholes aren't harboring any goddamn Nazis. We played videos. Berkeley was a fucking fat trans person running it. Let's not fucking pretend now.
And it bothers me more that you guys don't condemn Joey Gibson for the things he is at fault for.
Yes.
For the fact that he said he'd give ISIS a platform. For the fact that he said he'd give Black Lives Matter a platform.
Right.
The fact that he's willing to work together with communists, man, to create a dialogue. That shit is way more insidious than hanging out with a couple of Nazis.
All right, guys, we're going to go to break here. If you want to help us out, revengeofthesis.com/donate, patreon.com/we're not sorry. That will help us out tremendously. Don't forget, we're going to D.C. in a month, less than a month, we start our drive. So if you want to help us out there, it's streamlabs.com/revengeofthesis. Click the Amazon banner on our website, revengeofthesis.com. That we'll get a piece of anything that you, we'll get a percentage of anything you buy, so it helps us out for free. When we be right back after this, Revenge of the Sis. Stay with us.
The most exciting 2 hours of television is back with an all-new Revenge of the Sis. As Royce and Mersch continue to track an international deep state pedophile ring, their journey to the nation's capital is put on hold as Orlando's best police cops receive a cryptic message from an old colleague.
It's a message from my old partner. He needs to see us in Los Angeles right now. Says it's related to our case.
Do you trust him?
As much as I trust you, partner.
What's to know then? A detour from their original investigation finds these no-nonsense detectives in the middle of Hollywood.
Thanks for meeting me. We can't talk low. They're probably following me.
Who's following you?
The Podesta brothers. They've got eyes everywhere, Lopez.
Now trapped between deep state globalists and the Hollywood elite, Lopez and Mersch are on the case. They're no longer avenging Orlando. They're saving America. And this week, they're taking on Pedowood.
I've been working this case. This Dan Schneider guy, producer at Nickelodeon, he's into kids. Or feet. Or kids' feet.
Yeah, the iCarly guy.
How do you know all this?
Thanks for meeting me.
No problem, Miss Bynes.
This is Amanda Bynes? Jesus, she looks terrible.
Dude, she can hear you.
Watch this week as the web grows bigger, the case becomes more complex, and more older model cars get wrecked and plenty of nameless extras get shot. This week on an all-new Revenge of the Sis, followed by Nazi Lawyer. USA, hotels don't have Netflix.
For this performance in Delaware.
To make your shopping day a little easier.
Mervyn's Dollar Day sale is going on right now, and that means great buys on clothes for kids. All this week you can save on boys' clothes by Campus Le Tigre. Short-sleeve Le Tigre knits are the shirts all the boys will be wearing back to school.
Do you like pranks, guns, and jokes about retarded people? Well, so do we, but odds are your liberal snowflake friend doesn't. How would you like an easy, cost-effective way of screwing with that friend anonymously without losing your Twitter account? Guns for Tards is the perfect way to trigger SJW anonymously through the mail. For a low fee, your target will receive a beautifully designed professional mailer from our fictional Guns for Tards charity, containing a thank you letter for their donation. They'll be led to believe that money was donated in their name to a charity that advocates Second Amendment rights for the mentally handicapped people in their area. For a few extra bucks, they will receive pictures and a detailed profile of a retarded person who they helped harm. It's all fun and games, well, except for that idiot who gets this in their mailbox and freaks out. Messing with someone through the mail is effective. Most people do it trolling over the internet, but regular mail is way more invasive. Whether it's a boss, an ex, or a liberal professor you don't like, this is the perfect way to screw with someone anonymously for the cost of a cup of coffee. Well, a cup of coffee in Manhattan, in a fancy coffee shop. Check out www.gunsfortards.com and select a package today. Use promo code MERSH for 10% off.
Ladies and gentlemen, we can rebuild him. We have the technology. We can make him better than he was before. Better, stronger, faster. A new night, a new time. The Sully Show returns to More Like Radio, Tuesdays, 7:30 p.m. Eastern before Dutch and Royce. Tuesday nights will never be the same.
I am the changing of the guard at Buckingham Palace. I am the thatched roof cottage in Wales. I am the best of Great Britain. I am British Caledonian Airways.
How my bottles are going to taste when your country starts needing money. I don't give two shits about a treaty. You're a Polish midget. Come in. Hey, hang on, I'm gonna call you back. Yeah, go fuck yourself, retard. Mr. President, we have a problem. People are pretty upset. Oh, don't tell me people are still mad about that nigger thing.
It's pronounced Niger, Mr. President, and it's a country in Africa.
Oh, aren't we fancy? Okay, I don't want a bunch of Nigers in Africa aiding terrorists.
Mr. President, you need to be a little more careful. There's an investigation. A worker with ties to Russia was found raped and executed.
Raped and executed? Oh, you mean fucked to death? Oh, yeah, that was me.
Mr. President, people are starting to question your oath to the office.
My oath to the office was that I would fuck everyone to death, remember?
I mean it. Me too. I'm happy with
You guys be quiet. And you guys just get out there and put a positive spin on this whole thing.
How are we supposed to put a positive spin on it? It's getting pretty hard to keep defending you. Maybe it's time we put our foot down.
Oh. Hope you brought some condoms.
Revenge of the Sis, second hour on a Tuesday. Thank you for staying with us, folks. We'll go a little over since we started a little late today because of some technical issues. Probably got to update my OBS. I'm assuming that's the problem. But thank you for staying with us, guys. You could always help us get to DC by streamlabs.com/Revenge of the Sis. Let us know it's for DC. Or become a patron, patreon.com/We're Not Sorry. That's the best way to keep the show going until they, of course, inevitably ban us like they have, like they've done with Alex Jones. And us, by the way, before that, nobody cared when we were banned. Nobody cared. So, Mike, 1 through 3.
4.
Okay, but I could actually do a 4 if you want.
Throw a curveball at this nigga.
This coach, okay, a few months ago there was this video.
He did have another phone.
I told you I'm ready. A few months ago, there was a video of that. I'm sure you saw it online of that coach making a cheerleading coach making a cheerleader do a split, and like she was crying about it. It was really bad.
Yeah, but that's cheerleader.
Coach who was fired after video emerged of a high school cheerleader screaming in agony doing splits.
But I'm obviously not a person that knows how to do a split. But how else do you do a split? Like, how do you learn how to do one?
I mean, I think some people just cannot.
Can't do it?
Yeah. I mean, this is kind of fucked up. You can't just torture a kid if they can't do it.
Now, these students and their parents are coming to his defense, and the tearful coach tells his side of the story.
Hey, Mike, do you think he's gay?
Got to get that tear out there.
No, but forget the regular
he's
earrings.
Black man crying. Of course, he's a homosexual.
Fair point.
Story to Inside Edition.
What they made me and portrayed me out to be is not who I am.
I know that he would never do anything to hurt the girls.
This looks like the girl's being hurt, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, look, man, there's... What can you do, man? These are kids. They're not all going to be best of the best. So if she's screaming, please stop, legally...
You should probably stop,
You
right?
should more than likely stop, yes.
No. The video shows 13-year-old high
There's
school
no problem, writing a letter to her parents and letting the parents know that she's a loser and
Right.
she's never going to succeed in anything. That's fine. But
you shouldn't rip her inner thighs.
Exactly. Save that for the strip clubs.
Allie Wakefield crying out as she does the splits, surrounded by the coach.
That's brutal, dude. Like, I'm sorry, but if
Yeah.
anybody's crying like that, I'm trying to do the whatever will make them stop crying at that point.
Right.
Like whatever's hurting you, I'm going to try to unhurt.
Right.
Like, I'm going to try to make that crying die out and stop. This guy's like, keep going, stretch her out. What is this nigga, Stu Hart?
Other cheerleaders.
This is footage of a young Owen Hart in the Hart dungeon back in the 80s. Ow!
It also kind of looks like a hate crime.
Oh my God, you're right.
Just saying.
Somebody put a black logo over this?
Yeah.
Pushing the girl down. But Ozell Williams tells Les Trent he was actually supporting the teen and making sure
World Star
she was in the correct position.
I'm actually telling them the proper way that they need to be stretching every single time.
So what you're saying is that to the lay person, when we hear her saying stop, stop, it doesn't mean
come out.
Come out of it.
It means hold it for 15 seconds, and that's when I'm counting.
The girl's mother says she suffered injuries to her ligaments and muscle.
Yeah, probably. If you're not used to doing a split,
Yeah,
it's gonna hurt.
You can't just do a split.
Yeah,
like that's not happening.
You got to stretch. I think it takes.
I've tried. Like everybody's tried in their life. It's just I knew once you get to a certain point, you're like, this isn't a possible thing. Yeah, maybe if I spent 20 years being a fucking yoga fag and doing Tai Chi and shit, but I'm not doing it.
Or being Jean-Claude Van Damme. He could do splits.
Their lawyer says the community should be outraged. But Williams gave Inside Edition this video that he says shows the teenager doing cartwheels 2 days later.
What does her doing cartwheels 2 days later have to do with the fact that you were clearly hurting her on video?
Well, I mean, if they are trying to claim she's so badly damaged,
that's a good point.
You know,
Yeah.
you don't have torn ligaments. You're not doing cartwheels the next day. I'll tell you that much.
Williams says doing the splits during the cheerleading camp was voluntary and that the teenager had performed a similar routine.
Was it voluntary?
Right before this video was shot.
Most people seeing this don't know the nuances of what's going on here.
So, since you're a black gay guy, I'm going to try to help you get out of this. I'm going to try to, instead of beating you up, like if it was a white straight dude doing this to a girl, we're going to help you. We're going to open up avenues for you to get away from any responsibilities.
Fuck, are you kidding? But thank you, Trolita, by the way. Trolita donated.
Thank you, Trolita. You're the best.
And all they see is something that looks barbaric.
And I apologize for their perception of the video without the proper context, because that's not what's going on.
Now that's,
After the video went...
Again, that's not an apology, you fucking retard.
I apologize the thing that I did.
I apologize for the way you perceived
Yeah.
that situation, but like sometimes I gotta fuck other women. Like I don't know what to tell you.
Viral, the school acted quickly. The cheerleading coach was fired, and the Denver police opened an investigation, but he has not been charged with a crime.
Although the district
I
attorney
do think charging him with a crime would be pretty extreme in this case. I don't think there's intent versus impact. I don't think this man's intent
was to hurt her.
Yeah, like he obviously takes his faggy job way too seriously, though.
declined to prosecute, she did slam the techniques Williams used. These
Could
girls
you
were
guys
present.
Make sure you get my flips in there, though. Make sure my flips.
These girls were present, apparently.
In the gym the day the notorious video.
Wow, all of these girls have something in common.
They're all cheerleaders?
They're all cheerleaders, Mike. Thank you. I'm glad you picked that up. They're all cheerleaders. All of them are cheerleaders.
Video was shot and are
All
now
right.
saying the
Pause. Yeah, none of them.
Do what?
Just keep going.
Okay.
Coach did nothing wrong.
Stretching hurts. Like, it's supposed to, but it helps you get that split that you need. It looks worse than what it actually is.
These parents are also expressing support for Williams.
He's holding that girl up. He's not pushing her down.
We want his name cleared.
We support him 110%.
And by the way, you know how hard it is to find an actual gymnastic coach who's not going to rape my daughter. So
yeah,
we
we're gonna
finally
put
got
up
a
with
gay
this.
black guy. We're thrilled. Are you kidding me? Because the next guy is going to be some fucking 40-year-old guy with no kids who's straight, who's just out there every day going, work those glutes, girls. Hey, hey, make sure, hey, in the showers. Would you rather have gay black guy?
Oh, absolutely. Thank you, Tom Bell, for donating in the super chat.
Fucking, what do you want? Jerry Sandusky's your strength and conditioning coach? Your girl's fucking gymnastics school? Get out of here.
Nah, he wouldn't be into them because they're women.
Good point. Somebody spring Jerry Sandusky. We've got a job for him. There's a job opening in Denver. What?
You want to rot the rest of your life in prison, or you want to do something bad for society?
Look, I told you my kids' sports days were behind me.
He has a big beard.
Pulling him out like Rambo 2.
Yeah, chopping a log.
I told you my fighting days were behind me. He's got an eye patch for no explainable reason. I don't remember Jerry Sandusky losing an eye in the first movie.
Yeah, that's really weird. Maybe it happened off screen at some point.
Because he looks more badass on the trailer poster.
you're
That's
right.
what it is. I told you my child raping days were behind me. We need you for one more, Jerry. This time it's for America.
You killed my best friend Paterno, and you want me now to come and help you?
I don't know if I could do it without old Chopa.
Yeah.
but I'll try, damn it. That'd be the worst movie ever. Jerry Sandusky, but like Mission Impossible. They pulled Jerry Sandusky out of retirement. We need you to go back in time and rape baby Hitler. It's just like, I don't know, but I think that might make things worse.
You want me to go back to raping babies? Just one.
Just one baby.
Baby Hitler.
Baby Mao.
Baby Mao.
Go try to stop communism. We want you to get baby Stalin before it gets too bad. Sorry, guys.
Fuck baby Che Guevara before he ruins the country.
I told you I was done. He doesn't even talk like that.
He does for our movie.
And there's only one man that can stop him. Who was that redheaded? Remember the coach that testified against Jerry Sandusky? The nigga looked like Andy Dalton.
Yeah, I forget his name. Yeah,
Get that guy. That's the protagonist of the film.
Speaking of, let's move over to the UK. Yes, we have to.
No.
Forced marriage. Police turn a blind eye to child brides.
But that's not legal. Like that's
police
but
forces.
That's no. I don't even give a fuck about your story. I'm right on this headline. Fucking and marrying children is considered a high crime.
Police forces have been accused of failing thousands of victims of forced marriages by charging a suspect in only 1 in 38 cases.
Do you understand what tolerance is supposed to be? What cultural tolerance is? Cultural tolerance is putting up with Chinese people in Chinatown who spit on the ground all the time. God, they spit a lot. Dealing with curry stinking Indians who are still being polite and using the subway. Marrying and raping children doesn't fall into the guys, let's not be bigots here.
It does in the UK. Officials at the House of Home Office received more than 3,800 reports of forced marriages or victims being a risk of forced marriage in the past 3 years. Hundreds of the victims are children, with the youngest only 4 years old.
This is illegal. Like, do you understand, even in America, as cucked as we are, there would be no tolerance for that. They'd be thrown in prison or deported.
However, the Times surveyed... it goes into that visas for men who force girls into marriage. So what they're doing is they're getting married with them so they can get visas and, stay. We talked about the one in Germany that was raped. Remember we talked about raping a special needs woman that was 19 just to try to get her pregnant so he wouldn't be deported?
I don't want to... Just the Anthony Cumia thing. I want to say it right now, but I can't.
British teenagers are being forced to marry abroad and are raped and impregnated, while the Home Office turns a blind eye by handing visas to their husbands, the Times has found. Officials received dozens of reports last year that women went to block visas for men they had been made to marry in countries including Pakistan, India, Bangladesh, and the United Arab Emirates. In almost half of these cases, the visas were approved, records show.
Like, you can't even... What do you do if they're not going to do anything?
They're not. They're not. Again, but you better have a license for your TV, though. That's what's important over there.
When do you guys take your country back?
They're not.
When does the 51% of you that voted for Brexit take your country back?
They're not taking it back. It's not going to happen.
It doesn't take a lot of people, man.
No, I know you're right, but I don't think it's going to happen.
You need 5% of your country to fight to take your country back.
Someone's done the math.
Well, I mean, 5 to 10% is comfortably in some military. If you have some military behind you and a couple people just start doing the right things and sending the right messages, and I'll be honest with you, man, these fucking migrants are only taking your shit and raping your country because you're letting them. It's the same way. Look, if I went out right now to like a homeless tent city, and I started handing out dollar bills, right? They would just start overwhelming me.
Yeah.
And it would just get like where they're grabbing and getting aggressive, right? But if I just keep handing them out, they're going to keep getting more and more aggressive, and they're going to start attacking me. Now, let's say...
Change.
You go there, right, every day to the same homeless camp. You do the same thing and you get overwhelmed every day. Now, let's say after a year of doing that and they get used to it. Let's say one day I go to that homeless camp, right? And I walk in and everybody goes, oh, this is the guy. And they all start crowding around getting ready for dollar bills. Let's say I just fucking smash one of them in the face really hard and drop him. And he just crimples to the ground limp. Everyone else is going to start scattering and fleeing from me. If you guys do the same thing, you would be surprised. It's working in America. They're going back on their own because they're like, oh, shit. Things are too hot and heavy right now. Yep. They're going to crack heads. If you guys just started, again, you don't have to, when people go, oh, it's too daunting, there's no way we'd ever take our country back. If you start cracking 5% of heads, the rest of them will be like, we got to get the fuck out of here.
Leave, yeah.
They're not putting up with this shit anymore. But you're not. And again, yeah, a couple of you, I get it. A few of you got to go to jail. It's unpleasant, whatever. But when are some of you going to start doing that? Some of you guys, think outside the box. Think some of you that have no life, no quality of life to be expected anyway. Think of people that are already dying. Like right now in Britain, if you're dying of lung cancer or you're dying of something, because trust me, NHS ain't going to take care of you anyway. You know, do something with your life. Well, you still got a few minutes. I'm trying to be careful here.
I know what you're doing.
Just, you know, use that little bit of light you have left to do something that might inspire future generations to carry that torch. I think I did that right.
You did well.
I did very well.
Congratulations. By the way, I want to give a shout out to Poseidon because he gave us a shout out yesterday on his show, and we
fuck
do appreciate
that nigga. No, I'm kidding. I love Poseidon.
Poseidon is great, yeah. So definitely subscribe to him. It's regular Poseidon, not the iced version.
I want to. We were talking last night, Poseidon. We're trying to figure out a way to get like a 3-hour block of your show and upload it to Xbox Live for
Fallout Radio
to make it a Fallout Radio channel.
That would be great.
I just want to walk around Fallout
red pilling people.
Yeah. In Austria, Hungary, bankers have been thrown out in the dozens. So you just playing synthwave and just murdering zombies and shit. It would be very fun.
Well, speaking of zombies,
I play Fallout. I like to pretend the robots work for the you-know-whats.
You don't have to pretend. I'm pretty sure they do.
They've Jews in the future?
Of course!
Yeah,
what do you think?
Who do you think went in all the vaults?
Yeah. Who do you think dropped the nukes?
It was just Jews and trans people of color. Those are the only ones that they saved.
This is Rosie O'Donnell had a sing-along outside of the White House holding sign that says treason.
Well, I can't read the sign because they put stupid things over literally the most crucial letters in the word.
Yeah, I don't know who this Trayon guy is, but apparently they're upset at him.
Are they still mad about Zimmerman? Is that what this is? Is this a Trayvon Martin thing? And we all have the AIDS. Oh, sorry,
you got
singing their version.
Oh, this is an actor too. This is the dude that was on
Spin City.
Spin City, yes.
That's the nigga from
That's
Spin
the dude
City.
from Spin City. Oh no, that's what you're doing now, dude from Spin City.
Oh man. Is that Joy Villa? No, it looks like Joy Villa though.
But that's Rosie right there, who looks like your grandma.
A black girl could get it. Rosie's looking very good, huh?
Yeah, and this guy's an actor too.
Yeah, he looks. Yeah,
I know this
help
dude.
us figure some of these people
Yeah,
out,
because
guys.
I think most of these might
the
be.
guy. Yeah, the guy with the glasses.
Also-
this dude, he's somebody
Yeah.
that's famous.
Okay, is that Elvis Costello?
Elvis Costello or Dweezil Zappa
or Bobcat Goldthwait?
It could be any one of those.
It could
three.
be any of those people. We don't know.
They might all three be the same person. We don't know.
Never seen them at the same place at the same time.
No, I feel like Dweezil Zappa and Bobcat Goldthwait are guys who hang out a lot.
Yeah.
Do they not just feel like the same tier of LA people that would hang out?
At like a vape shop.
Yeah, I found some hash, like old 70s style. Like those weirdos. He probably live in a smelly apartment. Jesus.
Okay.
First of all, who brought the tambourine?
Forget the tambourine.
You're a fucking tool.
They have. What are those called? The thing Weird Al Yankovic.
No principles?
No, the instrument. The thing Weird Al Yankovic plays. The. God damn it! It's gonna bother. Accordion. So you know when you have a band,
but those aren't accordions though. Those are like the digital accordion. Those are the synthesizer. Like, you know what I mean? They're not real accordions. They're the ones that have keyboards on them.
Here's what bothers me. All accordions have keyboards on them.
But aren't the accordions?
No, you're thinking of the old school like cartoon accordions.
Yeah, like
these are like the ones that these are still.
These are the ones that '80s bands would
my
play.
My point is like,
remember the new wave band from fucking Documentary Now?
You know, when you think of a band and someone goes, "Hey, but we're gonna go see, but they have an accordion in it." Whatever, they have accordion. Okay. What band needs 3 accordions in it? This is a 3-piece accordion band that they're doing.
Best goddamn band you've ever seen.
Oh, you're right.
Singing in front of the White House.
From sea to
They're not even playing them. They're just wearing them.
Yeah, they're wearing them.
This isn't good. That's not good.
It would be funny if you see just Trump walking by eating a Big Mac.
I think on one of those the hover scooters. No, the actual ones without the handle.
Yeah,
the actual hover scooter.
Yeah, the hoverboards. Yeah,
a lot of these losers.
We'll be back, guys.
The problem with this, right, is you got a few people clearly that could sing because you could hear them in there. But you got like 4 people who could sing, and then you just rounded out the crowd with a bunch of yuckos. So it sounds terrible.
So yes, Rosie O'Donnell was there, and she was. I think got more video.
Where was Whoopi?
But folks, I want you to take a look at this picture right here. This video.
Why is there furry there?
These are the people that want to tell you how to vote, and that you're an idiot. Again, I want to point out. Fucking Left Shark is making a comeback from 2 Super Bowls ago because they're really topical.
Yeah, and I've heard several people also bring up the fact that many of the people at these rallies on the left side of things generally always seem to be under the influence.
Oh, yeah.
They're drunk. They're fucking smoking weed. Like, they're always they don't show up like Identity Europa with good optics, white polo shirts that they ironed that morning. You know what I mean? Like, they show up, I'm wearing a shark suit. Blumpy blump, orange Cheeto.
They all look like street performers from fucking Santa Monica Pier. You know what I mean?
It's like Slab City out there.
Yeah.
So anyone have any ketamine? What are you doing?
Yeah, it really is like a music festival for them. Remember during Occupy Hollywood, you tried to get the rumor going that Coldplay was going to play?
Yeah, no, it did. I don't think it took off, but it was a very valiant effort.
When you asked the guy, you're not even going to stay for clocks?
We had a guy out there. Our buddy Derek was years and years ago was at the original Occupy protests, and we were feeding him lines, and he was interviewing people for us. But then he would give him the phone, and we told multiple people spread out throughout the crowd that Coldplay was planning on having a concert. I think it was in Central Park.
Yeah. And it never.
And we just started getting the rumor out there. I wanted to eventually go flip to like Vice or something and see like Coldplay no shows Central Park show. That was the intent, but it never happened. This shit looks lit. Look at the lady holding the E.
R. I was looking at the R.
No, look at
I'll look at the E.
Go back and look at the lady holding the E and watch. Look how happy she is. Look at how happy she is to be there. Ready? No.
Oh my God! Look at her. Look at her stomach. No, seriously.
She's looking good.
Look at her stomach. I'm being serious. What is it a growth?
Rosie.
Is that a growth? Oh my God. I mean, maybe it was
also
a terrible
what is she
angle.
Doing? Is she doing like the robot or what is she?
That's just how she has to walk now. Walk like an invalid.
That's what I was thinking of that
Yeah.
song, because she's doing like the.
Wow. Rosie O'Donnell looks like a Butch Dyke lesbian now.
I'm a big fat pig, oh, hey, oh, who's not employed on television anymore. I hate this woman.
Let your voice be heard, and let.
We've heard you. You lost.
Can
That's
we have,
the thing.
Can we have a man instead?
We heard you, but your voice collectively wasn't loud as the other voice.
The ones that won.
So we're going to do that.
By the way, Trump wasn't even there.
See, here's the difference, Rosie. Everybody on the left keeps crying. Our voice will be heard. We heard you.
Yeah.
We just don't give a shit about you. When you go like, the marginalized people, you're marginalized for a reason, because you're losers. And we want to marginalize losers so that we quarantine it.
So there's
it
less.
doesn't
So there's
spread.
less losers.
We don't want losers. We want
less.
winners.
Yeah. You know, Jimmy the Greek. I'm not going to say it.
You know, the black athlete.
Hey, don't!
his
I
muscles
was
are
kidding.
On the,
I was kidding.
Okay, sorry.
Something slavery.
I love that now with Jimmy the Greek, I can make Royce panic by literally just saying the phrase.
Black athlete.
The black athlete. No, don't do it.
Don't say it.
Almost anyone knows that Jimmy the Greek is just the start, because that was literally the first 3 words of the end of his career.
Yeah.
Right there. Well, let me tell you about how the blacks used to breed the. Oh, boy.
Like, oh, here we go.
ABC is not going to be happy. Oh, boy. And then he got fired back when that shit was still kind of acceptable to say.
You're right. That's a good point. He got fired back.
He got fired for being racist in the 70s. Like that's.
I think late 70s, early 80s.
Yeah, but that was still. You could still say something and go, my apologies to the blacks, and you just have you can keep your job.
my apologies to the blacks.
Let the president.
You would have said back then,
I
and
know.
it would have been fine. My apologies to the brothers out there. And all my black sisters.
Know, in no uncertain terms, that we are alive, awake, and we are woke.
Isn't it just? It's really. I was
when an old lady says woke, that's like your mom saying
old millionaire,
woke.
An old millionaire
Saying woke.
An old multimillionaire.
You know what woke you? Your sleep apnea. You fucking dumb bitch.
I don't like the way the mask clings to my skin tags, and I have to look, Rosie. This resistance thing, it was really, really, really funny to make fun of for the first year and a half. It's not even fun anymore.
It's embarrassing.
It's sad.
It's embarrassing.
Terms that we are alive, awake, and we are woke. We are not.
We are woke.
It's like hearing pockets of AK-47 fire as bunker busters are being dropped on a tiny building, and you're going, guys, just come out, get food, surrender.
Yeah.
Like, there's no point to this. Stop. Yeah. This is fucking embarrassing. Stop sticking an AK out of a window and not aiming and just shooting, thinking you're gonna hit anybody. You're not. We're gonna fucking drone strike you out of existence. Stop.
So, unfortunately, we missed the.
What do you mean, unfortunately?
I would like to be there and sing with them. You don't want to sing with them?
No.
Why
I
not?
want to sing with them. I don't want to go up there and hang out with Kessler. I don't do any of that bullshit.
All right, well, we don't have to, Mike. No one's making you. It's fine. We don't have to. You don't want to go.
I don't want to go to that.
No. Okay. Well, you know what? We agree to disagree there.
You would not want to go there.
No, of course not. Why the hell would I want to go
You'd
there?
want to go there.
No.
Be there for 2 minutes. And this is stupid.
Why are we here? Is that the guy from Spin City? That would be the entire conversation Mike would have. Would be like, is that the guy from Spin City?
I would only ask him questions about Spin City.
So remember, who'd you like better, Charlie Sheen or Michael J. Fox?
So what do you say to people that say that they should bring Spin City back?
Yeah, because I mean, now would be a good climate to bring it back, right? Because it's about politics and stuff.
Now, doesn't Charlie Sheen need medical coverage?
Yeah,
so
because
this would be a good excuse.
The AIDS thing. Mike, Powerlifting.
Are you worried you'll get AIDS if you do Spin City again with Charlie Sheen?
All right, I'm gonna write that on my blog
because I heard you guys get different. Everybody gets their own copy, their own script.
Yeah.
So it's not like you have to share a script with them.
Yeah.
So you're not going to get AIDS.
By the way, my post would be, because I still don't know the guy's name, if I were to take a picture. Hey, just took a picture with the guy from Spin City.
By the way, in your opinion, you're an expert on this. Since you were in Spin City, who's more sick at this point, Michael J. Fox or Charlie Sheen? And go.
Well, sexually or physically? Because there's a difference.
Michael J. Fox is in better shape all around than Charlie Sheen.
Oh, yeah,
right now.
Absolutely. I think you're right.
He's got the right combo of meds now. He's actually manageable. Charlie's the one out there. It's pictures of him like looking like a fucking like some kind of nuclear fallout face burn character with fucking smoking a cigarette, like getting an Amazon package. Have you seen some of the tabloid photos? Charlie is not doing good.
It's like a fucking ghoul.
Still smoking cigarettes. By the way, man, you got AIDS. Stop fucking smoking cigarettes. You know, like I quit smoking cigarets.
And he doesn't even have AIDS.
No, I just was like, man, this is I'm hitting my 30s, man. Yeah. It's not pleasant to smoke. 50-something and smoking with AIDS? Ugh.
Mike, you like powerlifting, right? You like watching The World's Strongest Man.
No, I like
powerlifting.
actually powerlifting.
Yeah, powerlifting.
You see me?
Yeah, Mike's a big powerlifter.
All the time.
Powerlifting has a Nazi problem, and it could no longer hide it.
What I'm not now. See it now. I'm not familiar that much with powerlifting. Is there any sort of minority beating up competitions or anything that I'm missing?
Well, look, I like to start with the Holocaust hammer curls.
Okay.
And then I jump to the final solution pull-ups.
Well, it's good. But the thing is, though, you're trying to add weight, and I feel like those aren't appropriately named.
No.
I feel like
I gain weight while other people lose it.
all of your Holocaust-based workouts should be
So
cardio.
based.
They should be named after cardio things.
That's a good point.
Cutting water weight.
Yeah. You know what? Marathon running might have a Nazi problem, not powerlifting. Powerlifters eat.
Seriously. The vegan community. They're the ones who look like Holocaust survivors.
Yeah, seriously. Anyway, it was a real one. They'd all be playing soccer together.
So what does pulling fucking fire trucks with your teeth have to do with fucking being a Nazi? I'm just curious.
This is from
I don't know if they do it with their teeth. Whatever.
Your favorite news site, womensstrengthcoalition.com. It's New York based.
Yeah.
Powerlifting has a Nazi problem and it can no longer hide it. It is easy to think of the culture of powerlifting as change. Go to most meets or gyms and usually see a good number of women and minorities involved in some capacity. Most powerlifters are men.
Except black guys. They just look like that.
Yeah.
It's not fair. They don't have to go to a gym.
Because the black athlete, in fact...
They were bred for more. All right, Jimmy.
Jimmy, relax. In fact, with 2014 and 2017, the number of females identifying powerlifter competitors more than doubled, and women now make up 1/3 of the sport. Minorities act... By the way, they still can't open jars. Minorities act as referees, coaches, and
For
state
the glass
chairs.
ceiling. Am I right, fellas?
High five, no?
Am I right, ladies? No.
Eh?
Huh?
They have to lift 30% less of the weight than men do. Coaches and state chairs for most part of major powerlifting and strongman federations. Yet the mere presence of women and minorities does not automatically translate to an inclusive culture. Powerlifting is a majority white sport that has been markedly slower than many other sports to adapt in any way.
Yeah, because white people are the only people that are like, yo, I bet you I could pull that airplane with
That's
the
a good
brakes
point.
off with my fucking bare back and legs.
Yep.
Like other cultures aren't retarded like that. Like white people are like, I guarantee you with the right harness, I could pull that fire truck. And it's only white people think that way. Like, most people would go, but why? The white guy's like, I don't know, because I show you how cool I am.
The many other
Okay.
sports to adapt in any way to concerns of minority participants, let alone actively welcoming these participants. For example, while the USA weightlifting explicitly allows for religious headwear to be worn while competing, many of the major American powerlifting federations still expressly do not allow this or have waived on including it in the rule book. Instead,
That's bullshit, though, because I don't want a law giving you secret powers.
That's right.
That's a performing enhancement fucking headdress.
Yeah, you get all the Allah powers. Instead of treating each other individual lifters as their own special case, this creates situations in which minority lifters must advocate, often through several levels of leadership, for the ability to do essentials to their culture or religion. For the observant Jewish athletes, this means not.
You know all those Jew powerlifters.
Often through several letters of leadership for the ability of things essential to their culture, religion. For the observant Jewish athletes, this means not competing on Saturdays, for example.
A Jew won't even powerlift a rake in front of their own lawn. Yeah. Like, are you kidding me?
Well, Jewish powerlifting is they hire a Mexican to do it for them.
You just hire a proxy.
Yeah, he'll lift for them.
Yeah, this is Julio, and he's actually the handyman in my building. He's really great. I don't know why it's Ben Shapiro.
Well, all Jews are Ben
I
Shapiro.
own a lot of properties, and my wife's a doctor.
The ability to do things essential to their culture, religion. For observant Jews athletes, this means not competing on Saturdays, for example. Okay, here's the thing. Powerlifting isn't something like that you do as a full-time job. It's you have a regular job, and then you might. The reason that powerlifting competitions are on Saturdays or Sundays is because people are exactly. People are working
for the same reason why a lot of times they used to film like TNA and shit on the weekends because most of those wrestlers had to go work at Sunglass Hut.
And the observant Jewish contestant with one guy, there's maybe one dude who does it. Like, and the other thing is what about college football? What are you, a Jew, and you're playing college football? You can't play your games on Saturday?
Yeah, look, it's not my fault. We're not going to change the entire industry around based on your religion there, fucking Moishi Bench Pressowitz.
That's not his real name.
Bench Pressstein.
There you go. Regardless, the explosive... Go ahead.
Leg Lichtenstein.
Power Kleinenberg.
I only use gold plates on my... That's way heavier.
Regardless, the explosive growth of powerlifting has meant that far more people and different types of people are involved in the sport than ever before. On a superficial level, this appears positive, and in some respect it is. On another level, it throws a nascent issue of race, class, and gender into stark relief.
I always sign up for Planet Fitness right at the beginning of the year because they have the best deals.
Among these issues is the growing visibility of active white supremacist participation and support within the powerlifting community. According to both federal law enforcement and the Southern Poverty Law Center.
Oh, Southern Poverty Law Center. That's the leftist Marxist anti-American organization who the head was recently under fire for potentially molesting his daughter. That SPLC?
That SPLC.
I just wanted to... So many organizations.
White supremacist ideology and corresponding actions are increasingly popular in the United States. This reflected within the microcosm of the powerlifting world. The majority of religiously motivated hate crimes reported to the FBI are committed against individuals or institutions perceived to be Jewish. These crimes are often downplayed as just being property destruction or vandalism. Spray painting a swastika on the side of a synagogue. A badly spray painted swastika, then usually 9 times out of 10 turns out to be somebody else doing it. It's a Jewish person doing it, and we've read the stories on this show. But the database includes thousands of increasingly violent crimes, up to including murder. With the recent events in Charlottesville acting as a stark reminder.
All powerlifters were there, by the way.
All powerlifters. They will not divide our gains. As active Nazism and violent anti-Semitism have been growing in visibility across the United States, they have also become more apparent with the insular powerlifting community. The prejudice ranges from the fairly common, relatively anonymous, a gym being a hostile atmosphere due to members using racial slurs, for example.
Look, I'm just saying.
Are they trying to pussify the powerlifting community?
I'm just saying, guys, look, you've been kicked out of 109 countries. What's one more?
Powerlifters, he means.
Yeah, the powerlifters.
To highly visible personal, multiple major figures within the sport being outed for having Nazi-related tattoos. Company owners using their gyms to host activities of white supremacist groups. Top-ranked lifters exposing opinions like Hitler was brilliant and more. Whoa, hold on! You could call Hitler a monster and all that stuff, but he was brilliant. Being smart has nothing to do with being evil. You could be smart and also evil, right? Like, you know what I mean? You could be a brilliant supervillain, you know?
I mean, or you could be just smart and a good egg.
I get what you're saying, but you understand what I'm saying. Right?
You know, smart people are generally very misunderstood.
Mm-hmm. Don't smart shame, okay? Hitler was brilliant. Incidents like this are becoming increasingly public and problematic. As many minorities become involved in the sport, minorities to be more well-versed in the language of white hate and therefore more readily able to identify coded verbiage as 88 or SS or the Death's Head, or recognize the name and themes of knowing hate organizations, i.e. Wolves or Vinland.
Or how about this? How about this, guys? Let's assume that these graffiti and all these little hate crime things that you're claiming are real, which I don't think they are real, but let's give you the benefit of the doubt. Say they're real. You know, people like to draw and write edgy shit all the time just to get a reaction out of people.
Of course.
Do you know what the most trusty symbol, you know what the trustiest go-to symbol in the history of edgelording is?
Swastika?
Every time. It will immediately, dude, here's a true story.
Oh boy.
And I'm not gonna dox this person, but
doxing.
I had a buddy in high school. His name is Jimmy Stanton. No, I'm kidding. I'm not gonna.
Jesus Christ.
I always do.
Jimmy
that.
the Greek.
No, but this guy that I was friends with in high school, we had a teacher, and I can't remember her name. To this day, it's still one of my high school buddies will remember, but she was really Jewy, and she'd I think it was like Mrs. Levine or Mrs. Levy. It was one of those kind of names. She was the biggest pain in the ass teacher in the world, and she also was the teacher that always gave you the complete, right out of the Talmudic playbook, overreaction to anything offensive.
Yeah.
Just oy vey. It's like the Holocaust all over again. So my buddy in high school got into school early one day, snuck into her classroom before class, and he put up a picture of Adolf Hitler saluting a crowd, and he stuck it to the white thing that you would pull down, the mat that you would do the overhead projection on, and then he very carefully rolled it back up in and perfectly so it was set. And then we just waited. We just sat down in class. This bitch pulled it down, picture of Adolf Hitler, Jewish teacher, meltdown. It was beautiful. Now, the guy who did that was not anti-Semitic. We were in fucking junior high school, but it's button pushing. It's a very easy button to push. She fucking lost it. To this day, has no idea who did it. I've never seen a classroom full of people be more soldiers. I mean, people always rat on each other in high school. This is one of the only times I ever saw an entire room full of people go, I didn't see it. No idea. Like it was, dude, I'm telling you. There were probably Jewish students in there going, I didn't see anything. Because, again, swastika, Hitler, immediate reaction every time. It's funny.
Or recognize the names and themes of known hate organizations, i.e. the Wolves or the Vinlands, the white majority may not be aware of. Some white people who identify as allies or individuals who have experienced different types of discrimination themselves may also feel an increasing need to hold racist and anti-Semites accountable for the harmful and divisive actions.
Get those nasty anti-Semites.
Increasing incidents of social media call-outs seek to spread awareness of problematic behaviors and individuals. By the way, look, I've been in a powerlifting gym before, okay? First off, if you've been to any gym where people are serious about lifting, they're normally not talking to each other, okay? Normally, at most powerlifting gyms, what you see is some sort of death metal playing or some heavy metal playing or fucking hardcore gangster rap playing. That's what they're playing. And if not, people with their headphones in. And the only time you talk to someone in that gym is to go, hey, man, can you spot me over here real quick? That's it. You're not sitting there going, huh? What about the blacks? Anyway, throw another plate on there, pal. That's not what happens at powerlifting gyms. So stop fucking making this thing where a bunch of dudes get together and they fucking lift and they try to, again, outlift each other to rip their quads to go, I like to lift more than you, faggot. That's what goes on at those gyms. There's not people going, hey, fucking Jews, they're so weak, right? Like, nobody does that.
So you want to, I'm going to finish up legs, and I was thinking with, I'm going to hit up Carl's Jr. after this, and you want to go murder some Jews?
Yeah, let's
that
do
would
this.
Be dope. Let's murder some
Carl's
Jews.
Jr. sounds great.
All right,
what was the last thing?
The murdering Jews
Oh,
part.
yeah, let's do that first, because then build up an appetite.
Yeah. Well, you want to kill the Jews, then go to Carl's Jr.?
Yeah, we'll kill Jews.
I'm already so
then
hungry,
Carl's
though.
Jr.
Now, let me know next time, because I wouldn't have skipped eating before
You're
I
right.
worked out, because
no
now I'm
problem,
starving.
yeah.
But you're right. We'll kill the Jews, then we'll go get a nice burger.
I don't want to eat their food. It's not good. Simply put, this community does not see vitriol, anti-Semitism, and Nazism as a problem, because as of yet, it has never been directly affected them. At a group level, they have never been threatened with violence or experienced violence merely for existing. On some level, they benefit from it, as with other forms of racism or xenophobia, as it enables them to remain in position of power to dictate policy and practice and get jobs and status that they deserve. On this level, minorities from an imagined underclass that the majority use to downward comparison and scapegoating and blame. Nazism
is just lifting heavy things. I think they're thinking a bit too much into this.
Verbally or otherwise, i.e. clothing logos, music, or visible tattoos, espousing Nazi sympathies can create a hostile, unwelcoming environment for participants. The threat of violence is very real to those who may have personally experienced before or had a family member experience it. Professional victims. They're trying to turn the powerlifting community into professional victims. That's what they're doing.
It's not going to work.
No, of course not.
Good luck. I mean,
most of these people are calling you a fag. You
most
get that, right?
self-reliant people that put effort into their health and their well-being don't care about this bullshit.
I'm trying to see what the name of this writer is. This op-ed is written by Haley, but it doesn't get who chose not to include her last name due to personal safety concerns.
How much you want to bet?
Oh, guaranteed.
How much you guys want to bet?
Guaranteed.
Press 1 in the chat if you think this young lady is a member of the tribe. Press 2 if you think that she's just a young lady out there, young sassy reporter of no specific background, just trying to make it in this world.
I'm trying to see the team.
Seen a lot of ones.
I'm trying to see the team here.
I mean, it's only every single time, right? So, I'm sure they're right.
I'm trying to see the advisory board. Okay, the advisory board of Women's Strength. Brianna Diaz, Davy Cohen, Laura Qadari. Then you have a Muslim, Saeed Tashin Chowdhury.
Okay. Are you sure that's...
She's wearing a headdress and everything in the picture.
Because Chowdhury sounds like it's an Indian last name, so it's a Muslim street shitter. It's an Indian Muslim.
Yes.
Jesus.
Latanya Burrell, Erica Smith, Leah Ruth.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we got a couple of them in there.
And then you have Shannon Kim Wagner and Aralia Ming. There's nothing worse. Women, first off, when you powerlift, you look gross. Okay? There's no need for you guys to be powerlifting. It's fucking
not
gross.
Attractive. Vascular women are not attractive.
No, not at all.
You don't like seeing veins on a girl.
No. One more because we have to go a little over since we started a little late.
No.
Yes.
No. I hate this woman.
Candace Owen.
Why are we giving this? I
and
hate
Charlie
this
Kirk.
Why are we giving these people any
have
fucking
been attacked, Mike, by antifa protesters?
I hate this woman. I hate this. I hate the attention she gets. I hate that we're giving it to her. I hate this woman.
Turning Point USA founder Charlie Kirk and communications director Candace Owens were attempting to eat breakfast at the Green Eggs Cafe in Philadelphia when protesters allegedly aligned with Antifa gathered outside and aggressively harassed them.
No. What happened was, let's be fucking real here, you two, is that you guys had somebody tip them off to where you were going to be eating, and you had cameras ready. Stop it. Both of you. Stop being Posobiec Loomer Part 2. Stop it. This is getting fucking ridiculous. Knock it off.
Are they banging?
Sick of Candace Owens.
Do you think they're banging?
I don't know if they're banging, but
your best guess?
No, I don't even know if they're banging.
They might be.
They might be, but look, I don't even care about that. I care about the lack of ethics. I care about these publicity stunts. I'm sick of seeing Candace Owens' fucking name placed strategically throughout the news, positioning her to be some sort of leading voice in today's conservative world. She's full of shit. Charlie Kirk's full of shit. I guarantee you they tipped off either Unicorn Riot or It's Going Down or Right Wing Watch Jared Holt, and tipped them off, and then they tipped somebody off. They had cameras ready for this shit. This is fucking cancerous. Cancer Owens is a great name. This is disgusting. I don't even want to give these people any fucking attention. I hate them.
So they poured water on them.
How much did Turning Point pay these fucking people?
You think they got paid?
Oh, somebody got taken care of in this arrangement. This is completely fucking staged.
What does this do?
I do like Matty Matt in the chat had a good line. Mersh doesn't punch right. He gives you 2 for flinching. Look, man, these people, you know what it is? And I've been saying this a lot lately. It's not like I was the first person to ever say it. But it's not punching right if you're left of me. Candace Owens started Social Autopsy.
Yeah.
She wanted to make a website where all of your shit posts were logged and forever attached to your name in a database. She wanted to dox people's online shit posting activities. She's a leftist, okay? Charlie Kirk is creeping into all these little fucking, into all these colleges. He's got a lot of sway. He's got a blue check mark, and the media loves him. They are leftists. It's not punching right. They're fucking leftists. All these alt-right faggots are leftists. So it's not punching right. It's punching left. You're all left of me.
Yeah, you're right. It is weird somebody from who created Social Autopsy is now complaining that she was banned for 12 hours from Twitter. It's like, but what were you doing?
She did it to get banned, though.
I know.
She wrote, watch me get banned for doing this Jew thing. You knew what you were doing, and then you went, why did I get suspended? And then Breitbart and everybody picks up on it because you're a black girl with a pretty face. I am fucking sick of this. It's like I said, you can't punch right when you're a fascist.
It is kind of weird they're chanting "fuck white supremacy" to Candace Owens, though, right? I don't think, Mike. I don't think they like white supremacy.
This bitch. No, man, I'm sick of it. I'm sick of you people all fucking. I'm sick of people buying into this.
Enough trad thoughts?
Not even trad thoughts, but the media has built up who they have selected to be the representatives of the so-called right, of the so-called new right. All these blue check mark having ass fucking undercover Jews. I'm sick of this shit. These people have been hand selected by the city folk to supposedly represent you in the theater of public opinion. So have fun with that.
Oh, they're doing the cops and clans hand in hand. We hear that all the time.
It's a good one.
But I love that chant, and then they're like, "Why are the police picking on us?
What's all this then?
I don't get it. You're calling them Klansmen, you fucking idiots. Why would they protect you?"
Which is why, again, you fucking retards, you don't even need to be out there. You don't. Let them fight the state, because if they can't find any of you to fight, they'll fight the state. And again, I'm not counting this. This isn't people getting accosted. This was set up. Mark my words. Because we'll probably never find out for real anyway.
Of course.
But it is my opinion, and you guys know I don't bullshit about these things, that these two set this entire scene up and got it on tape just so they could add to all the buzz. This is all marketing. You're all being marketed to.
What is this? Is Philly again though? What is it like? How many bike cops does Philly have? Have you noticed that it's always bike cops in Philly? The one that took down the tent city.
A lot of bike cops.
It's a lot of bike cops.
Cops and Klan, hand in
They're
hand.
hand in hand.
Oh, poor Candace Owens and Charlie Kirk. Oh, God, what are they going to do now with all those millions of fucking Soros Jew shekels? Oh, yeah, poor Charlie Kirk and Candace Owens. He had to go back to the W Hotel and change into another $200 dress shirt. Oh, the trials and tribulations of the people of Turning Point USA. Oh, with their blue check marks. I hope the next time it's an acid attack.
I mean, I hope it's not. I hope no one gets hurt. Mike is saying a figurative acid attack is what he's talking about.
Literal acid.
No, we're kidding. Obviously not. That's not what we're talking about. You know, the black conservative.
Just like, man, I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of them.
Well, Mike, it's time for us to wrap. It's a wrap.
Our prayers go out to fucking Charlie Kirk and Candace Owens.
I don't think you're being sincere.
I don't think they're being sincere.
That's fair. Guys, thank you for listening. RevengeOfTheSys.com/donate. Patreon.com/we're not sorry. That's how you help us. That's how you contribute to the show. Help us out. Help us get to DC. Streamlabs.com/RevengeOfTheSys. Make sure you follow tinyurl.com/nightwave. That's Mike's night show. tinyurl.com/daywave. That's my day show. Thank you for everyone that subscribed to that. Also, again, I want to give a shout out to our homeboy Poseidon. Make sure you subscribe to him. Puts on a good show at night. It's always great. Anything else we need to plug, Mike?
No, just Poseidon. Also, check out LA Werewolf has been doing streams a lot at night. And our good friend Dave Martell as well from midnight on. There's always good content out there.
Thanks for listening, guys. We will be back tomorrow.